Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, just 1 month to 2024 and in this video, I'll be talking about whether you should learn data science in 2024. Now here, I'm going to probably cover two important perspectives, right? One is with respect to job related thing and one is with respect to learning things, right? What is the scope of this? I'll be trying to cover in this specific video. First of all, I really want to share my experience. See, in 2011, when I probably started my IT career, initially I was trained in .NET and JavaScript. I used to probably build up web applications with the help of C#, .NET applications, along with some amount of JavaScript. I used to code. Now, at that point of time, when I probably heard about artificial intelligence, I heard about data science, I really had that perspective in my mind that probably in the upcoming 5 years, this will be definitely the technology right out there, because right now the kind of growth that you probably see, the kind of work that is currently being done in the data science world is quite amazing. You can just understand from basics algorithm to right now LLM models, amazing LLM models every day today, right? There's so many different startups that are probably coming up, right? And definitely with considering this, there are a lot of opportunities also. Yes, the amount of hiring may vary. I'll be probably covering that perspective also. I probably in the upcoming, when I probably talk about the job perspectives, there I'll definitely be covering, because during some period of time, there will be some amount of jobs. There will be less hiring also. It depends on the company's requirement. But other than that, with respect to learning, when I probably started thinking in 2012, 2013, right, with respect to data science technology itself, I knew I had that perspective. I could probably understand how the future would be. And that is where I probably started my career in 2014. Initially, I learned for 3 months. Then I was able to make a transition. Then from then onwards, I was able to learn many things. I was able to implement many projects. And that is where from 2018, I also started uploading videos related to data science. Now, what actually changed with respect to learning data science? Because I'm just not going to talk with respect to jobs. They're two different things. How it probably changed my life and what are the amazing things that I could bring, right, with respect to my thought process and all. See, data science, data analyst, all these positions that you probably see, the work basically is completely data driven, right? Based on the data, based on the observation, based on the analysis, you probably make some amazing decisions, right? And that decisions can be anything. It can be with respect to a problem statement that you probably want to solve. And not only that, just imagine that you are probably just working in one domain. Data science gave me the chance to work in multiple domains. Right now, I'm not saying that you probably need to switch your job right now. Let's say you are probably in the full stack web development, you are a cloud developer, you are probably working in DevOps. These all are some amazing technologies. I don't have any problem with them. I know that yes, they are going to grow. Let's say full stack web development. I still think that every company is going to make websites, make apps, and they definitely require full stack web developer. Right? Everywhere, throughout all the startups, throughout all the companies, and those opportunities are definitely there. When I talk about data science, I'm just talking about a kind of skill that you're probably adding, which can bring a lot of efficiency in your life with respect to different problem statement that you solve. Data science I have also applied in my own life itself, in my day-to-day activities. Let's say with respect to expenses, I want to analyze my expenses, monthly expense itself. I want to probably buy something. I want to see like what is the kind of expense that I've done in the past 1 year. How I can probably improve. How can I probably diversify my investment? Like multiple things. That's all. And this is what I teach, right? This is what I teach. And before, till 2019, I used to also work in the real world industry. So considering all the kind of problem statement with respect to domains like sales, retail, e-commerce, logistic, I've worked in multiple domains. Now, whenever I used to probably solve a problem statement, now I just compare with the things that I used to do earlier, right? Let's say if I was a .NET developer, at that point of time, when I used to probably solve a problem statement, my problem statement scenario was very much narrow, right? I used to just think the problem statement, considering that problem statement itself. Now, there was no much out of box thinking with respect to that. But whenever I probably solve a data science problem statement, probably in companies, probably currently, right, they have different perspectives that actually comes in my mind, right? Like this problem statement may be related to something else, right? It may be dependent on something else. So they are multiple, a 360-degree thought process actually goes on in probably solving that problem statement. And this is where I feel that I've improved a lot, right? And this is the best feeling in the world, guys, because you're just not thinking only about the problem statement. You're thinking in multiple perspectives. You're thinking in how many different ways you can probably solve in a much more efficient way. And this is what data science was able to do in my life. Now, when I say data science, I'm also talking about data analyst. I'm also talking about data science work itself. I'm also talking about feature engineering, all the life cycle itself, right? At the end of the day, we are solving a common problem statement. It may be with respect to a company, and I've also applied that in my day-to-day life, right? So this is the first major improvement that I've probably seen. I'm not telling you to probably learn data science just to switch your job. I'm telling you to add the skills in your life because it may be helpful to improve your life itself, right? With respect to various decision makings. I've seen that, right? The kind of decision making that I've made in the probably past 1 to 2 years, it's been fabulous. It's been amazing, right? Now, this is the first perspective. That is the learning process, your thought process, your 360-degree thinking process, and many more things. The second thing is that, yes, which you will definitely be interested about the job market, about the hike and all. Let me talk about just this year, 2023. I've seen so many different transitions. I get a lot of messages. The average hike, probably if I calculate from all the people who have probably messaged me and all, right, it is more than 110%. I'm just telling the truth, guys. If you want the data, you can probably go and check my LinkedIn profile. I've posted out all the jobs, people who have made amazing transition. Day before yesterday, one of our students, he became a senior director, right, in Tredence Analytics, right? So there he has basically become a senior director. I think I'm talking about the right company itself. I just don't remember the company name. I think it is Tredence itself. But he has become a senior director with some amazing hike, right? He was 18 years experienced, right? So this is also quite amazing. And considering the kind of hike that you have, right, it is more than 100%. That is what I was able to see, right? Now, the second thing is that many people also complain, Krish, we are freshers. We are not getting any jobs. We are not getting even calls, right? Understand, guys. I've also spoken about the process, right? Process of probably getting a job in data science industry. Yes, for a fresher, there may not be that many requirements because data science, if I talk about, you get a good package, you get a good hike, right? But at the end of the day, I always tell you to do some kind of internships, show that specific experience that is actually required. If that is there, trust me, no one is going to stop you in giving that kind of job to you. I've seen many freshers. They also come. Many people who have career backlogs, right? Like they have career gaps, right? 2 to 3 years career gaps, 4 years career gap. They have also made that particular transition. I'm not saying that you cannot do it, but you need to follow that process. First is the learning process. Second is to get some kind of experience. For a fresher, for a person who is having career gap, the experience that you may probably get is only from internships. And you have to keep on looking on that. I'll tell you guys, there are many jobs in this industry, right? If you are good at something, you will definitely get the job, right? There is no way that you're not going to get the job. Yes, you may have to struggle. You may have to probably look for it. You have to look for that specific opportunities. Now, you may be thinking, Krish, you're saying there are a lot of job opportunities, but we are not getting calls. See, guys, every quarter, like if you probably know how IT companies work, right? Every quarter, right? When the financial year probably starts, when we are in the mid, and right now, probably in the December month and all, there are time periods where a lot of job requirements gets open and a lot of job requirements also get closed, right? It depends on the company itself, right? If you probably see in December month and all, again, there will be less job requirements because holidays are there, this is there. If I probably say the start of a financial year, at that point of time, again, jobs will increase. Let's say from January to March, since the financial year is closing, they need to probably close that money that has been given to the HR to hire people. So that time also the job requirements may increase, right? So there are some patterns with respect to the job requirements, but I'm not saying that there will not be any job requirements. Every time there will be some amount of job requirements that will be available. But you have to work on your profile. You have to make it sure that you have the best profile. There are people who have made transition. They have made five transitions in just a couple of years, 2.5 years, right? I've seen people who have made 3 to 4 transition. Today also I got one message regarding a kind of transition also, right? So there are opportunities. There are things you just need to make sure that you have the right kind of skill sets for which you're probably looking at the job. Now coming to the next point, why I'm saying data science is probably the future, right? You have seen OpenAI, you have seen LLM models. Now, based on this LLM models, do you know how many startups are there right now who are creating different tools, who are creating different things, and they are also getting funding for that. They also started the tool. They've monetized that specific tools itself. If you probably go and see hundreds of AI tools, which is doing some kind of automation, which is doing some kind of work, right? If you take an example of Mid-Journey, right? If you talk about example of OpenAI, if you've seen some amazing like image to video conversion, those all tools are definitely there. And if they find the right kind of audience, definitely their subscription will increase. Like people will start buying those specific subscription, right? For my video editing purpose, I use a couple of tools. I'm personally doing that. For some of the things, for such seeing things, I have taken OpenAI subscription also, OpenAI GPT Plus subscription, right? Because I find it helpful, right? I find it helpful for various other purposes. Now, for creating all this full, there will be a lot of requirements. The companies are growing. More companies are basically coming up. I don't think so. Probably in this past 2 to 3 years, the kind of work that has been happening in this data science world is quite amazing, right? The growth is exponential. The changes that are probably happening is quite amazing. Today you learn something, tomorrow something new will come. And I have been tracking this particular learning process from past 3 to 4 years. Some new things are coming up. And sometimes we are not able to probably go with that specific speed. The kind of research that are probably happening, the kind of work that is probably happening, you can see around your surroundings itself, right? So with respect to job opportunities, definitely there will be, but you need to really get skilled. If you become late with respect to learning, just imagine from where you probably have to start, right? This kind of scenario will also come. If I talk about job hikes, the salary hikes that you probably get, right? From this past 1 year, I've seen from people, 110 to 120% hike is definitely there. If you don't believe me, see my LinkedIn profiles. Probably I get a lot of messages from people who have made successful career transition. Everywhere, they've told 110%, 150%, 200%, 80%, 90%. So I'm talking about average salary hike, right? If I talk about India, right? Your starting package is probably for data science, right? It starts from 6 lakhs per annum to any kind of limit, right? I've also seen people who earn more than crore, right? And if I talk about US market with respect to dollars, it may probably start from 75,000 US dollar, right? And again, the sky is the limit apart from that, right? So these things are definitely there. The kind of research that are happening is definitely there. The kind of opportunities that are there, it is definitely there. You've seen some examples, right? OpenAI, all saga scene that actually happened when the CEO was fired. And again, what happened? All the employees were about to resign and any companies were like ready to take them, because they really want to create some AI advanced things. And this is also possible, right? If we have the right kind of skill sets. So yes, I feel data science is good. See, if you are good at some technology, if you're doing well, again, don't make a transition for that specific case. But I really want you all to include that skill set of data science in your day-to-day life. Trust me, it will definitely help. I bet at any point of time, if you add this particular skill set in your life, it will help you in your day-to-day activities. So yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. This was it. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you and all. Take care. Bye-bye.